everyone, so I'm back here yet again with a few more tips on decluttering. But before I do that, I want to share with you my excitement, and that is this new cupboard that we invested in, because as I said, our books were packed up in carton boxes and kept inside the bed, and we were not able to use it. So this makes the books easily accessible. We can take out the books anytime we want and read them, and this is a real dream come true for both of us. For me personally, this has been a dream since childhood to have my own little library where I have the books that I bought, because when I was a child, my mother never used to make me buy books. She would say, go to the library and read. So I had this dream that when I start working, I will start buying books that I want to read. And so yes, so this is like a dream come true. So what we usually do is that we pack away these things and just forget about it. So these things are not being utilized to its full potential maybe. And I remember reading from Pope Francis encyclical Laudato Si, where he says that if you're hoarding or if you are not utilizing the things, you have many things kept around in your house, then that means that you are stealing from the poor, because you yourself are not using it and you're not allowing another person to use it also. So there is no point keeping the things with you that you are not utilizing, or that in the near future you will not be utilizing. So my first tip for today is make things easily accessible in your room or in your house so that you can utilize those things. If you think that these can be packed away, and after many years, 5, 10, 15 years, you will pick it up and you will feel nostalgic, then there's no point, because the things are just kept there. There are things that you are attached to, but if there are things that you can let go, it is a decision that you need to make. So my second tip is, letting go might be difficult, but it is a decision, and that decision will give peace of mind. Because when I was doing this decluttering of books, I set up all the books, but there was so much of clutter inside the room. I was not getting the space to think. I was just getting frustrated and irritated, and I was tired, and I couldn't think at all. So we just decided that let all this, what we want to give away, let it just go from the house. And finally we did that, and there was a little space, and we did some rearrangement of the house and made some room, and I was so happy. I was so happy that this decision was taken, that I need to let go of things. But there was one thing that I did not let go. I am still keeping it with me with the hope that I will use it. But what I did was that I wrote down on a piece of paper this question, and this is my next tip, that if it is getting difficult for you to take a decision, then take a piece of paper and write down the item that you want to take a decision on, and ask yourself, how will it affect me if this item leaves me? You will get your answer. You will definitely get your answer. And I did this with the master's degree notes that I had prepared with so much pain, and I had spiral bound all these notes with me, and I had carried it to where I got married to, as thinking that I will utilize it at some point in my life. But it's been 8 years now, and I still haven't used those books. And I asked myself, how will it affect me if I let it go? And my answer was that it will be a heartbreak, but I will overcome it. I decided, okay, now let it just go. So writing it down, asking yourself, how will it affect you if a particular thing leaves your space, will definitely help you to take a decision. And my next tip is to share the items, to lend the items to others. So this library is not just for me to utilize, like I can pick up a book and read anytime and then just leave it there. But even my friends can come and pick up a book. I've already shared a few books with my friends. I had some extra copies of books which I have given away. So sharing and lending the things that you might not be using on a regular basis, but you want them with you, and it is being utilized. So yeah, you are sharing the things that you are having. So even they will get the knowledge that these books give. And my next tip is clear as you clean or clean as you clear, because as I shared with you, I was totally frustrated with the clutter that was all around, because when the books came out, even papers came out, even a lot of metal pieces and electronic items and a lot of many things came out, and it was a mess. And I couldn't segregate. So it was very difficult for me to just look at the books. I wanted to clear the paper also. I wanted to clear everything that was creating a mess in the house while I was doing just the books. So I started to clear the things as I was cleaning. If there was something that was not required in the house, put it in the dustbin box, or if you can create a box for donation, put it in that donation box. So you make sure that things are out of the environment, things are out of the space that you want for yourself, where you can sit calmly and think and decide. So these are the 5 tips that I have for you today, and I hope these will help you, because it's not just clearing the clutter that is visible around you. When we store things inside boxes also, even that becomes clutter after a period of time if you are not organizing things. Yeah, so even inside ourselves, even inside our mind, these thoughts that keep coming in, we need to clear these thoughts. We need to have clarity of thought. It will really help if we start writing down the things, because in our mind the thoughts will just continue to go on and go on and go on without any connections, and it will be a roller coaster ride. But when you start writing it down, there will be more clarity. So that's it from me today. I hope you have a wonderful time of decluttering your space and your mind, and take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.